Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you. In today's video, we're going to go over Marvel and we're going to go over DC New Comic Day books that I picked up yesterday. We'll go over some reviews and we'll discuss some other things. We'll be back in 5 seconds. Welcome back, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm Edwin, the Comic Jabroni. Thank you for watching my New Comic Book Day pickups and review video. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day. I went into my shop thinking it was gonna be a light week. Maybe I pick up 10 books or so. It ended up being a week where I picked up 15 books. Now in today's video, like I said, we're going to go over Marvel, we're going to go over DC. In tomorrow's live stream, that should be around 2 p.m. Central, we're going to discuss Image and indie books that I picked up, and I did pick up some awesome independent titles. And guys, I still have my 900 subscriber thank you giveaway going on. It's going to be at this link right there where I am giving away Spider-Verse issue number 1, the 3-pack from Walmart, and the Captain Marvel issue number 1 variant, the 3-pack from Marvel. So both of these are part of the giveaway. Just hit that link, go to that video, watch the video, check out the awesome books that I picked up from Half Price Books. Like the video and comment down below what you think of the video or what you think of Half Price Books. I want in, Edwin. It doesn't matter what you comment, just comment down below. And I haven't decided on a cutoff date, but that will be coming up soon. Alright guys, so in my videos, if you've been watching for a while, at least for the past month or two, I use comicbookroundup.com to kind of give you a sense of what critics are reviewing and rating the book, and other users like myself and yourself are reviewing the book. Definitely go check out that website. You'll see the scores in one of these corners. Usually it's in one of the top 2 corners, just kind of giving you an overview, and then I'll give you what I think of the book. But let's start off with Marvel. All right, first book up from Marvel, we've got Spider-Verse issue number 2. This is written by Ryan North. Pencils, artwork is done by Perez. This is part 2 of a 6-issue little mini-series where Miles Morales is going through the multiverse and having to save different Spider-Men. What can I say about this book though? I thought it was absolute hot garbage water, guys. I did not enjoy reading this. This was the last book from DC and Marvel that I read last night. So maybe I can put it to maybe I was tired, I had read too many books, but I really thought that this was not very good. In this, you get a story of Spider Mama or Mama Spider or something, where it's actually Aunt May that is the Spider-Man. Uncle Ben and Peter Parker are just 2 regular Joe Schmoes. Miles Morales comes in to save her from this Carnage version of herself from a different universe. A lot of action in it, but holy smokes, I just thought it's bad. Pick it up just for maybe that first appearance of the Mama Carnage. I don't know what the hell they want to call her. I did not enjoy this issue, guys. I don't know what the score is going to be, but I'll tell you right now, for me, it's probably a 4.5 to a 5.0. I did not like this. Let's keep it going. All right, next up, this is purely speculation based, but I read it and I liked it. It's going to be Captain Marvel issue number 12. In this issue, it's written by Kelly Thompson. Artist is Lee Garbett. We see this dark version of Captain Marvel. I thought it was going to be Dark Star, but it's actually it's an evil version of Captain Marvel. We don't actually understand why she is this dark version of herself, but she has been recruited by this Supreme Vox to kill off 5 Avengers. So who's the first Avenger on the list? Well, it's the mighty Thor. So this issue, it's just a ton of fighting between Dark Captain Marvel and Thor. I don't want to tell you how the end is, but I recommend picking this book up because it's speculation based. If you get it at the $3.99 that it's going for right now, cover price, I think it's going to play out in the long run, man. Dark Captain Marvel, this is her first appearance, and at the very end, you do get an appearance of Vox Supreme. I'm not sure if it's the same Vox from that Death of Inhumans, but it could be he looks different in this book. But I recommend picking this up, guys. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the read. I enjoyed the fighting. Artwork's pretty good. Let's keep it going, keep it going. Dawn of X, those issue number 1s. I've talked about it. I told you that Marauders was my favorite of all the number 1s. And what I did is I picked up Marauders issue number 2 from Gary Dugan, Matteo Lolli. This is the Pirates version of the X-Men, right? So you have these different teams, X-Force, New Mutants, the X-Men with Cyclops. Now you got Marauders with Kitty Pryde at the helm of this pirate team. But really who's running things in the background is Emma Frost and Sebastian Shaw. Those are the two that are head of this table, but there's a third, and we don't know who this is. It could be a Red King or a Red Queen. And in this issue, you get some of Kitty Pryde, but most of it is Emma Frost and Sebastian Shaw kind of talking out the logistics of who's really in charge of the Hellfire Club and who's going to be this new Red King or Red Queen. Well, we find out who it is in this issue. Spoiler alert, it is Kitty Pryde, and she is, excuse my language, a badass, guys. I absolutely am digging Marauders. Is it as good as issue 1? No, but that was a high bar to set. It's right below that. I think it's really good. I enjoy this story because the mutants have a drug that the rest of the world wants, and they're not giving it to everybody, right? So there's going to be a black market for this drug. So the mutants decide, well, if there's going to be a black market, we're going to be the ones to put it out there on the black market and decide who really gets it and what price it's going to be at. So I'm enjoying this story. Yes, it is only 2 issues deep, but it is good. We find out that, yes, it is Kitty Pryde that is the Red Queen. And over here, you see the 3 of them at the top. Bishop is, it's like this Hellfire trading company. We don't know who the Lord Imperial is going to be, but you see like the 3 captains. Then there's the guard, the archbishops, bishops, and the knights. We don't know who those people are going to be. I'm kind of curious who is going to be in those places. Keep it going, keep it going. We got King Thor issue number 3 from Jason Aaron. Esad Ribic is on the cover and he is doing the interior artwork. I enjoy King Thor. This is a ton of action in this, guys. You got Gore, the God Butcher, fighting the 3 granddaughters of Thor because Thor has been placed into this black ocean where he's trying to come out. The 3 granddaughters of Thor need help. So what do? They go to this planet that has these like sleeping gods, right? There's been nobody on this planet in millennia and eons. So what do? They start praying to these gods and the gods come out to help them. So this is, I would say, your first appearance of these gods, and they call themselves the Skylords of Indigar. So they come out to help. King Thor finally comes back. He's helping out. What are they trying to do? They're trying to get Loki for some reason. I don't understand why Loki is such a big deal, but we will find out in the next issue because it is only a 4-issue miniseries, guys. This King Thor has been really good, and it dates all the way back to that Thor God of Thunder that Jason Aaron started way back in like 2012 or so. Last issue from Marvel, we got Absolute Carnage, issue number 5. Donny Cates, got Ryan Stegman, I believe that is his name. Yes, Ryan Stegman is the artist on this. This is the final issue of Absolute Carnage, but it really isn't the end. We do get that battle between Carnage and Venom. There is one victor. Somebody dies. But it's funny how Carnage says, if I win, I win. And even if I lose, I still win. Because Venom and Carnage are fighting to the death. Whoever wins is going to take all of those symbiote codexes and place them back in their symbiote. So even if Venom wins, all the symbiote codexes that Carnage has are going to be thrust onto Venom. And that right there is going to be the spark that wakes up Null, right? The god of the symbiotes. So that's exactly what happens in this issue. One of the big things that I'm going to show you right there. Null is back and he is coming for Earth. He's coming to Earth to take over. I don't exactly know what happens there. We finally see that Dylan hears and realizes that Brock is not his brother, but it's actually his dad. And he shows some new powers in this issue. I thought it's really good. A lot of action, guys. This 5-issue miniseries, usually with these miniseries, they start off really hot and they kind of dwindle down and they're not so good at the end. I thought this series was good throughout, right? It started off really hot and it's still really good at the end. A lot of action throughout. There's a lot of dialogue, but it's still good dialogue that sets up future issues, and that's what I'm a fan of, guys. I think Absolute Carnage was great. I hope you read it. If not, wait for the trade to come out and definitely read that. I do not believe that all the tie-in issues were important. I don't think you had to pick up all the tie-in issues. If you just read the Venom or Absolute Carnage storyline throughout, you'll get the gist of everything that's going on, guys. Absolute Carnage 5, that's my Marvel Read of the Week. All right, let's get into DC. This week, I received a package in the mail from Midtown that I was supposed to open on Buy or Pass on Tuesday, but I totally forgot. And I'm excited to get this book because I'm going to put it in one of these slots right here. And it is that Year of the Villain Joker special bowling cover, guys. I'm so excited to finally get that. I absolutely love this cover. So it is going to be taking the place of one of these spots right there. I just don't know which one it's going to take the place of, but let me know, were you guys able to get one of these? All right, first book up we've got from the Black Label, Batman White Knight presents Von Freeze. All right, this book is written by Sean Murphy. The artwork is done by Klaus Johnson, right? So usually Sean Murphy does the writing and he does his own artwork. But this time he did the writing and Klaus Johnson, right? Jansen, I apologize. Klaus Janson does the artwork. In my opinion, I think the artwork is a little off. I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork, but what I can tell you is the story is amazing. And just talking about it right now, I've got goosebumps on my arms. This is a backstory of the father of Victor von Freeze and how he was a scientist back in Nazi Germany trying to develop this cryotech with his friend and a fellow scientist who was a Jew, right? And when the Nazis rose to power, they kind of found out about this cryotech and wanted to use it as weaponry instead of using it for medicine and to help people. So they enlist Mr. Freeze's father to be a part of the SS, right? But Victor's father doesn't want to do that. His best friend is a Jew, and he has a Jew as a business partner, right? And he doesn't want to out them. He's been protecting them. I don't want to go into much of the story. I don't want to reveal it, guys, because I truly believe that, yes, this was a $5.99 book, but it was worth every single penny. In my opinion, this was the read of the week because I am a history fan, right? I go to school and I want to be a history teacher. This gives us, some history in there in a DC universe type of way, right? I absolutely love this story, man, and it gives me goosebumps just thinking about how great this was, man. I loved it. Guys, I hope you picked it up. Let me know if you picked it up and you read it. What did you think of it? I think the story is fantastic, man. And it really kind of breaks your heart to know that, the Freeze family had to go through this, but there was some redemption at the end of it, guys. I absolutely loved it. Let me know what you thought of it. All right, keep it going. We got Justice League issue 36, and this is written by Scott Snyder. The artwork inside is done by Francis Manapool, which I absolutely liked. There is a little bit of the interior artwork on there. Justice League, I thought this issue was going to be the Legion of Doom versus the Justice League, but it's not. What happens in this book is Perpetua actually turns her back on the Legion of Doom, and not Lex Luthor, but the rest of them, Gorilla Grodd, Cheetah, Sinestro, the rest of the Legion of Doom, and actually turns them into kind of conduits of power for Lex Luthor. So Lex Luthor becomes more powerful in this, and we are going to get that smash, that fight, finally, between Lex Luthor, or this apex predator, Lex Luthor, and the Justice League in the next issue. I am super excited about that. There's some of the interior artwork there. What I found funny was Perpetua actually turns Brainiac into like her new throne, a chair for herself. And on this chair, there's these little chambers down here at the bottom where she actually puts the rest of the Legion of Doom into these, right? And that's how she's able to siphon their powers off and give it to Lex Luthor. Guys, Justice League, I've been on it since the beginning. I can't wait for this Year of the Villain to finish. I want to know how it finishes. I think Perpetua is not getting as much love, as as I think she should. This is a big bad villain who had a first appearance earlier on in Justice League. People aren't really talking about it, but I think you should go pick it up, guys. Justice League has been great. All right, next up, we've got the Teen Titans issue number 36. This is one of those acetate covers that DC has been doing. I'm gonna show you. That's how it looks right there. When you open it up, boom, you got Lobo on his throne with the rest of the Teen Titans kind of defeated there on the bottom. This issue follows Lobo and Crush and how Lobo is now in the mind of Crush and is telling her and making her do things that she doesn't want to do, right? So the Teen Titans come to the rescue to try to see if they can save Crush, because Crush is now out there, you know, just destroying things and killing people and beating stuff up. And the Titans come in. She's begging Lobo, please don't make me beat them. Please don't make me kill them. But she goes on a rampage and she is killing everything around her. Lobo is in the background talking into her ear. Haha, this is what you want. You and I were going to be the best father-daughter team of all time, guys. Teen Titans has been one of my favorite books, since the beginning of this run, with Damian Wayne as the leader of this team. You got Kid Flash on there and Crush. The Djinn was in this team. Roundhouse, I absolutely loved it, guys. Let's continue on with the books. All right, so the next two, we're going to talk about them together because we've got Supergirl issue number 36 and we have Superman Batman issue number 4. Again, you can see that these are the acetate covers. So here is Batman, Superman. Bam, there you go. And then I'm going to show you the Supergirl. And I think the Supergirl one is a super important book that people should go out and get. You got Supergirl on the cover, then you open it up. You kind of see how she becomes this Supergirl who laughs. So these issues kind of happen at the same exact time. In this issue of Batman Superman, they're in the Fortress of Solitude. They are fighting the new Sinister Six. We find out who the other members of the Sinister Six are, and we find out also what the Batman Who Laughs has in store. It's not just these 6 superheroes that he wants to turn into these crazy villain-esque characters of whatever they are. He wants to turn the whole world, and he has a plan on how to do that. In this issue, we find out how the Supergirl becomes Supergirl Who Laughs. We see it in both issues. This is more of a cameo, and this is more of a first full appearance of what she looks like. And I'm going to show you that, how she turns in. Bam, there she is in all of her glory, the Supergirl Who Laughs. At the very bottom of this, you can see, right, you see this, and it tells you, if you want to know what happens during this fight, you have to read Batman Superman. From that fight, it continues on. We don't exactly know what happens during the fight, but obviously Supergirl Who Laughs comes out on top, guys. These are 2 books that I totally recommend. I think you should pick them up, especially at cover price. This is going to be an important book as far as speculation goes. You get that first appearance of Supergirl Who Laughs. All right, guys, that is all I've got for you. New Comic Book Day, Marvel and DC. We went over some pickups and we reviewed them. I told you what I thought about the books. Definite great books coming out this week. As you can tell, I'm in a different corner of the room. I changed some things around in the man cave. Now I've got my comic table back here, along with my old school CRTV with the Nintendo down there. So whenever I feel a little old school retro and I want to play some Nintendo, booyah, I play it right there, guys. So thanks for watching. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, think about hitting that subscribe button and joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation, guys. Remember to go check out that Half Price Books video. I'm still doing the giveaway on that. But until tomorrow, take it easy, guys. Edwin the Comic Jabroni is out.